Many university admission consultancies are scamming people just like you. If you're planning to study in Germany and thinking of using a consultancy, this video might save your future. Here's how education consultancies are scamming international students and how you can protect yourself. I'm gonna go over how they bait and trap you, what their big scam is, what the consequences for you could be, red flags you should definitely be aware of, and what you should do instead. Let's start with the first lie they tell you. The free stuff. They will tell you they offer a free first consultancy session, free IELTS prep, free SOP help, and even free admission support. It sounds great, but here's the reality. None of this is truly free. This is how they hook you. Once you walk in the door or click that WhatsApp link, the free IELTS prep leads you into a 2 lakh consultancy package, which is like 2,000 euros. The SOP help, honestly, how would they know how to write a very good SOP? They are more likely only shortly trained and will most likely rather write very similar SOPs for all of the people who take their service. So you'll most likely not stand out with one of these letters. Many of these counselors are fresh hires with barely a couple of months of experience. They don't really know the difference between like TUM, RWTH Aachen, LMU, or a private college. And that's where the second part comes in, the big scam. So let's say you walk into the consultant's office or fill out the form and you tell them, hey, I want to apply to TUM, I want to apply to RWTH Aachen. And they say exactly what you want to hear. Yes, those are excellent choices, very ambitious, very good schools. I like your attitude. You start to like them and it seems like they want the best for you. But then comes the switch. They will ask you what your grades are and about your background. And then they will tell you, TUM and RWTH Aachen are hard to get into. And with your grades and the background, just to be safe, let's also apply to a few backup universities so that you can definitely go to Germany if your first two choices don't work out. While that sounds great, it sounds safe, they don't tell you that they have deals with certain private universities. Let's call it with the University X. Every time they send a student there, they get paid a huge commission. So think about it. Will they really try to get you into your dream university? Probably not. They will literally get money for not sending you to your dream university. They will tell you things like, University X is rising fast in the rankings. It's like one of the rising stars. It has amazing job placements. One of our students, just like you, just got a job at this big tech company and now earns 100K a year. Or they might even go bigger and tell you, well, this is now vice president of a very good company. And maybe they will also scare you with your grades. They will say, your GPA is too low for TUM. You probably won't get in. So that you doubt yourself and also take University X on your list. But how do they know? They're not the admission office. Every university has different admission requirements. And not just every university. Even most study degrees have different admission criteria. So how would they even know? But as a result, you might be scared and get into a university where you actually never want to end up and where you pay more than you should. So when someone offers you a safe option, pause and think for whom it is a safe option. Because for you, it might not be that safe after all, because there is a hidden danger in many consultancies, which they will not tell you. The danger: you could get banned. If they mess up your application, you are the one who pays the price. And sometimes that is not just time and money, it's your future. For example, there was this one case which went quite public last year of a student who hired a consultancy. And this is just only one of many cases where consultancies did a very similar thing. They told him they would handle everything for him and got him into a public university in Germany. That sounds great. But what he didn't know was that they submitted a fake document of language skills to improve his chances of getting admitted. This is another thing that they do. But eventually the university found out. They then cancelled his admission, which meant he was not able to study any longer. In addition, he had to go back to India since his student visa was not valid anymore because, well, he's not a student anymore. The university also contacted the German embassy, which then blacklisted his visa, so he's not able to apply for any visa to Germany ever again. When I read that, I felt super sorry for that student because it wasn't his fault and it sucks. And he didn't even know about the fraud that his consultancy did. But yeah, apparently there are many other consultancies or many other people who forge language certificates and other documents just to improve chances for you. And now imagine this. You gave someone else control over your dream. You trusted them to fill in your forms, upload your documents, write your SOP. And without telling you, they tweaked a few details to make you look better. You have no idea, but it is you who faces the consequences. So what should you be aware of? The red flags to spot. Red flag number 1, guaranteed admission. No one, and I repeat, no one can guarantee admission to a German public university except for the university itself, unless you want to get into a program that literally accepts 100% of the applicants. And if you want to do that, you should just apply yourself and save the thousands of euros or the lakhs. Admissions are decided by university committees and not by anyone else. Red flag number 2, guaranteed visa. This is a huge no-no. Embassies don't make deals with consultancies. Your visa is granted based on your documents, your interview, and whether you meet the official requirements. So if someone tells you, don't worry, we have connections at the embassy, that's a very bright red flag. Red flag number 3. You don't need a full blocked account. Some agents will tell you that you can get in with less than the required 11,904 euros on your blocked account, or that they can arrange something. Big red flag. The only cases when you're able to get in with less than the required amount is if you have other ways to pay this amount. For example, through a scholarship or a relative in Germany who signed a contract to pay for you if you don't have the financial means. So if your consultancy says they will arrange something, it might mean that they will forge documents. And if the embassy finds out, then you will definitely get rejected and might be blacklisted. Red flag number 4. This university is climbing the rankings. This is where it gets sneaky. They'll tell you about a rising star university that nobody's ever heard of. They will call it safe and upcoming. Big red flags. This might be the one where they get commission from, which means they get money if they don't put you in a university you actually want to get into. Red flag number 5. We'll write your SOPs and LORs. First of all, most German universities don't even ask for letters of recommendations. And as for the SOP, you're trusting someone who's never studied the program, who doesn't know much about your background and you as a person and your dreams, who might be just copy-pasting the same SOP for tens of students. That's not a strong application, and you will not stand out with that. The SOP is something that should reflect your voice, your personal voice, your motivation, and your story. It should be authentic and not a copy-paste letter. Red flag number 6. Apply to this private university too, just to be safe. We talked about it. It's probably not a backup, but a business deal for them. Now, don't get me wrong. Not all consultancies are evil. Some genuinely try to help, guide you, and explain things. And it is definitely helpful to have a little bit of guidance for you. But you have to understand that many of these admission agents aren't working for you. They're working for the money. So what should you do instead? Now, I get it. Applying to universities in another country looks complicated. You're afraid that you'll miss something, a big step, and that you made wrong choices. And the process can be a bit confusing, but that is the reality you have to face. That's what everybody has to go through. You have to put in some effort and work. Because do you really want to give out one of your most important decisions to someone who doesn't really know you or the program you want to apply for? I definitely wouldn't. So the first step you should take is doing your own research. You're watching videos on this channel, so that's already a good start, but you need to dig deeper. Start with doing research on the official platforms. So go to the DAAD website. That's the German Academic Exchange Service. It's literally built to help international students like you. And it's from the government. Trust it. You can filter programs by subject, language, degree level, tuition, even location. You can see if courses are in English or German and which deadlines apply. Then go straight to the official university's websites when you found something that is interesting to you. Every university in Germany has an English version of their website. All of the websites look a bit different, but that's where you find the real information. It will take some time, but there you'll find entry requirements, application deadlines, and sometimes even a checklist of documents that you need and a step-by-step process. Many of them link directly to UniAssist, which is Germany's centralized official application platform. You can apply to many universities through this platform, but for some universities, you still need to follow a separate application process on their own application portal. If you have doubts or questions, you could ask other students on LinkedIn who are already at that university. And especially if they're from your country, most of them are very happy to help because they've been where you are right now. Now, what about your SOP? Write it yourself. You need your story to maximize your chances. And no one can tell your story as good as you can. Why do you want this course? Why this university? What's your background? Where do you want to go next? What is your dream? What is your passion? Be honest, be personal, be real. That's what German universities respect. And of course, for grammar and everything, ask a friend or mentor to review it. Avoid templates and copy-paste messages, and definitely avoid someone writing it for you who didn't even know your last name 2 weeks ago. And the visa process, relax, it's easier than you think. Once you get the admission letter, you book your visa appointment at your local German embassy. They will ask you really basic questions. What are you going to study? Where's the university? How will you fund your stay? That's it, like no trick questions. They don't want you to fail a test. They just want to verify that everything is correct. So be aware of these consultancies and don't outsource your dream. You've made it through your education, you've done the hard work, you've dreamt of studying abroad. and you can do it. It might feel intimidating at first, the deadlines, the forms, the documents, and it's a lot when you don't know where to start. I'm thinking of creating a complete guide that will help you through the whole process by yourself, from how to find the right program for you, to applying, going through interviews, VPD, and so on, like the whole thing. If you want me to make a full crash course on how to study in Germany that is transparent and honest and guides you through all of the steps you have to take by yourself with all of the websites and resources you need to go through to study in Germany, if you want me to make this, then click on the link in the video description and drop your email. If enough of you really want this, I will start working on a fully transparent and up-to-date crash course. So if I could give you one message as a takeaway: trust yourself, do the work, you're more than capable. I'm rooting for you. Keep growing.